What's up? Welcome to POC with BVG. Hey, look, I learned to look into the lens. I always look at the side, but today I'm going to look into the lens. Alright, so I'm doing a little video of what I planned for Tammy's birthday. Now, there was another event that I planned with the help of Cass. That was to celebrate with her friends and have kind of like a function, a party. But then one also needs to give her a gift. Now, we've made an arrangement that we don't do gifts, we rather do events or adventures. We'd rather do something together than give a gift. You know, use that money to make a memory rather than to give an object of sentimental value or just of value. And as such, I had no idea what to get her. The irony. And so I thought about a whole bunch of things that would have sentimental value, and then I realized that I thought of too many things. And I then decided to give her 21 items. So every day, from the day of her birthday up until the 10th, that's 21 days, she will get a gift and a letter. Alright, each of these have a meaning, either from something previous, something in the future, or just randomly about us or her or me. Okay, so now I'm going to show you everything that I have gotten. I'm going to show you the letters, the format that I'm going to give it to. I'm just going to pretty much explain everything. I'm just trying to think of a good way to start this. So I guess let's start with the way in which it's going to happen. Here we have the paper, gifts and where to hide them. That won't focus for some reason. There we go, gifts and where to hide them. Zoom. So all down here we have the list of 21 gifts that I'll be giving her. Then the date in which I am giving it, the date on which I'm giving it to her, which have specific reasons as well. The place in which it will be hidden, because they all need to be set up beforehand. Then whether I have purchased them, written the letter, sent the email, and placed them. So you can see my progress so far. Underneath this, we have the letter, which I will get to right at the end after I've shown you all the gifts. And here is where I started. So these, when I wrote out all the gifts that I wanted to give her, and then the reason why I wanted to give them. And then the dates came after that, which is why there's 2 different pages. Then I just want to clarify. Ooh, I need to make that a little bit lighter. Yeah, there we go. This is horrible lighting. There we go, that's a little bit better. So the email thing, I used an app called Boomerang for Gmail, and I've already sent 7 so far, but I need to send the other 14. I typed up the email, and then you send, using Boomerang, you can send it later. So I've scheduled them per day that they need to arrive and a time. So the first email will arrive on her birthday at 1 a.m, second one at 2 a.m, third one at 3 a.m, all the way up until 9 p.m. Hope that makes sense. Just in case you're wondering how I could make these emails happen at the correct time. Then in the email, it's going to give a short description of the day, like what's important about this day, a nice message to her, a different greeting at the end as well, and then her mission, where she's going to find the next item or object or something like that. When she finds the object, there'll be a letter, which I'll get to right at the end. But for now, let's take a look at the gifts. Starting on the left hand side, we have a small Vaseline model, we have a frame, an empty bottle, a flower, it is fake, a pineapple juice bottle thing with a squiggly straw, a glow stick, a fan, what's it called, a bottle, I don't know, of bubbles, packets of sweets, a sponge thing that Tams uses, I don't know what it's for, some like base or foundation or something, a photo. Then we go all the way back over here. Then we have sparklers. Then there's going to be an ice cream over here, but I can't bring it because it's too hot. That is a yin and yang pendant type thing. A cap, a clapperboard, 2 empty bottles or jars or something like that, a clock, a lei, and a pebble. This pebble. Alright, let's start right at the beginning. Number 1, we have this Vaseline model, which probably won't focus. Hopefully it did. This is a model. Why did I choose it? Okay, I'm going to give you a very brief description. It does get more in depth, but I'm going to keep that for her. So it's a model that she was infatuated with. She found it so cute and it made her so happy. So the brief thing would be enjoying the small things in life. Typical, but I'll make it better than that. Next we have a frame with a picture of this person. Don't know who that is, it's just a sealed frame. So the reason for the frame is because we have started a life together and we're going to create memories and we need places to keep them. And as much as we are using digital, as you can tell, we want to use a lot of analog as well. We want to have photos, we want to have memorabilia, we want to have like a collage from every trip that we've ever done, and I'd also like some photos, and I think she would too, so this is step one. Next we have a bottle. She has a lot of bottles, she has a bottle collection, she loves bottles, so it was hard to find one that she didn't have, even though if she did have it, she would still like it, but I wanted to give her one she didn't have. So she has a glass of milk one, but she doesn't have a glass of juice one, and that's a J for juice, and it looks pretty cool. I think she'll really like it. So it's to do with her obsessions. Yeah. Then next is flower. Oh, the really long stalk. So I had to get a fake one because I needed it to last for quite a while. And the flower is because obviously we're still growing and this will never die. Okay, put it together. Next we have the pineapple. Again, she likes bottles, so I thought it would be appropriate to have a pineapple bottle. Focus on this, focus on it. It won't focus on it. I think I'm getting too bright here. Do I need to change? Oh well, if it's too bright, we're just gonna have to deal with it. So this is representing, again with her obsessions, but her sense of humor. And the pineapple because of Psych, the greatest series that has ever existed. And if you don't get the relevance of that, you should watch Psych. There's a pineapple in every episode somewhere. Next we have the glow stick. Simple. When I arrive after a long day, or I'm tired, or I'm grumpy, or upset, or whatever, like immediately she makes me happy somehow, and it seems so effortless. So it's like snap and brightens up my day. Next we have the fan. So the typical one, biggest fan, and you know, even when we've got millions of subscribers, I'm still going to be his biggest fan. And she showed me a video once of essentials, summer essentials that you have to have in your handbag, and fan was one of them. And of those essentials, this is the only one she didn't have. So there we go. Next we have the bubbles. I just want to make sure that I'm saying this correctly. Yes, okay. I've been asked to describe what I like most about her, and I can't because it's difficult. Ooh, this little cane here at the top. And if I had to describe her, it would either be sparkly or bubbly. So, and she really likes bubbles. And there's a more in-depth description for her, but you guys will just have to suffer. Next, we have the packets of sweets. So, these are, in my opinion, the worst sweets that she eats. Diddle Daddle, which is caramel popcorn. Milk bottles, which just taste horrible. And this is Jelly Babies, because I went to 7 different shops and I could not find Faces. Faces is what she likes and I don't. I love Jelly Babies and so does she, so I just had to sacrifice because I needed to get 3 packets. So sorry about the Faces. Pretty much it's actually quite hard because all the other sweets and chocolates and everything I like, so I had to find ones that she likes that I don't, to talk about her incorrect decisions. Then we have the sponge thing. So I once went shopping with her to get one of these. She got a pink one, so I got a white one. Why is it not focusing? Focus. Totally don't know if that focused either. She had quite a tough decision for her 3rd year, which is coming up now, between taking costume, makeup and styling or producing. And everyone wanted her to do producing, even I did. And she decided that she really wants to do CMS. And a lot of people are not backing her decision, but I will. Then that photo frame won't be complete without a photo. So one of our favorite photos is this one. Don't know if you can see it. I apologize if none of this is going in focus, but I thought I'd start our collection off with something that we both like, and that was a trip to Leisure Bay, the first big trip that we ever did together. Back to the beginning, we have sparklers. This will be given to her on the 1st of January because it will be New Year's and everyone likes sparklers on New Year's. And this also follows the personality description of I don't know how. And yeah, and they're golden. I feel like I hold that upside down. Anyway, then we have the ice cream. The ice cream, the reason for that is because if you ask her what's her favorite, before you've even finished, you could be talking about movie, song, whatever, she'll say ice cream. She really loves ice cream, and I feel like I'm not even in focus. I am, right? I guess you couldn't really answer me. But she told me once that she prefers me over ice cream. So, yeah. Then we have the yin and yang. So we work because we're opposite in many ways, and it kind of forms that Chinese proverb of the balance of nature and how everything in balance works together and makes it better, and you know how it goes. It's a pewter necklace, but I don't think she'll wear it as a necklace. I'm just kind of going for I just needed to find that trinket, which was actually incredibly hard. This was the most difficult thing to find. You wouldn't expect that, but it was. Next we have a cap. I wear caps until Cass told me not to, but I like wearing caps. And I have a black and white one, which I know she's going to want, but I always tell her she should wear caps because she looks amazing in caps, but she always complains she doesn't have any. No, she does. She's probably going to take my one, but it's okay, I'll take this one. Where am I? Clapperboard. So even though we have differences, we have a lot in common, and we met in my 3rd year when I asked her to be my actress in my film, and so film has done quite a lot for us. We are doing this now. We met through film. It's a shared passion, and I wanted a clapperboard that we could actually use because she has one, but it's for decoration. Now we can use it. Why am I looking there? Okay, then she had this bottle and she lost it, and she was really in love with it and she couldn't find it again. So I found one and she's gonna do something with it. She had ideas, I don't know. But then I wanted to get her that because she wanted it, and then I got her this because the other day, a few weeks ago, we bought 2 empty glass jars and I had no idea why, and next thing she had created these pot plants that sit on the side of our bed with black and white stones and a fake plant, but it looks so real and it's actually very classy and very stylish, and I love that. It's so weird. I mean, I'd like to think that I'm creative, but she will see something. As soon as she sees this, she'll already have an idea of something to do with it, and she's gonna do it, and it'll be cool. Next we have the clock. So it's got the Eiffel Tower on it because she's always talking about how she wants to sit and have coffee at a cafe in Paris, and it's been a dream for her for a really long time. And I'm saying that it's not a wish or an if, it's more of a when. And one of these times, what I said to her is that these hands will go around every 12 hours, they'll make a revolution. One of these revolutions will occur as we leave for our trip to Paris. It's gonna happen. The Friends Lei. So it's actually Jaeger. I don't know if you can see that, probably not. It's got Jaeger symbols on it. It is a lei that we got when we were doing a Friends quiz. Friends, the TV series. I also really love Friends, and in Quiz Up, I was there, #1 in essay. That's when I had time to play games. But anyway, she knew nothing about the series. She came out to a place she had never been to do a quiz she knows nothing about just because I wanted to. And I thought, this can symbolize being my best friend. Second to final is the Pebble. The trip that we did to Leisure Bay, we were walking on the beach and we found this pebble, and then I jokingly said, I will keep this forever. And she's like, no you won't. And I said, yes I will. No you won't. Yes I will. No. And then I said, I promise you I'm going to keep this forever, and I still plan to, but I'm going to give it to her. If you were counting, that was only 20 items, because the 21st will be what we promised to do. That'll actually be a picnic. So kind of what I'm doing here, where I am now, we're gonna have a picnic. She doesn't know how to get here, so I have a plan, which I'll show you now. So on the last day, her email is going to tell her the location of this. I'm then going to give her the location to get to the premises with Google Maps and give her instructions how to open and use this. This is a GPS, a very basic GPS that I built 4 years ago at one of the Senior Scouts adventures, and you can record locations, kind of like, you know, like a geocaching GPS, not a car GPS, that type. So I'm going to set a whole bunch of waypoints to lead her along a path all the way to the top, and then when she comes in, I will have set up everything and we'll have the picnic. I'm a little bit worried about this because it's a tad confusing, so my instructions are going to have to be like 6 pages long, and I still have to rework out how to use it. But if it does work, I think it's going to be super cool. Let's get on to the letter. So, basic description of the letter. Every gift will be accompanied by a letter which explains more in depth the reason for the gift, the reason for the placement, and the reason for the day in which it was given. And they are all color coded, and they have a little message. Now this was the most complicated part. I'll show you what it looks like quickly. Ooh, that's bright. Okay, so this block here will be cut out and given to her on the first day, second day, third day, and then there's another 8 pages that follow that. The top of it will say, for example, the first one will say Vaseline model. Now, what I had to work out is, along with the order in which they were all given, I had to make a story that follows that. Not a story, a letter. So I wrote a really long letter that speaks to each part that I wanted to talk about, or each aspect, and it can stand alone. So she will get each message, and each message will make perfect sense. It'll say Vaseline bottle with a colon model, and then it'll give an example, a reason why I gave it to her. Then she will get all of those and it'll be okay. But then when she comes to the picnic, I will have one of these letters without the center parts, just the outlined color with a number on it, so she knows which one to do, and she will have to stick all her letters on there. Then that, as it is, will make a complete sentence, including the top, a complete letter, including the top part that says Vaseline model. That's part of the sentence, so everything will flow in a logical and hopefully quite emotional letter. Does that make sense? It took a long time to do, so I really hope it works out. That's all I have to do now. I just need to cut them out and then place them. By the way, tomorrow is Tammy's birthday. I have to place all of these secretively tonight. Luckily she sleeps early. She sleeps at like midnight, so I've still got like 2 hours to hide everything. I've just got to be very quiet about it. Yeah, I think that's it. If there's another part I will clarify. I would clarify right now, so there'd be a cut now. If there was a cut, cool. If there wasn't a cut, sorry for the awkward silence. I hope you liked it, got inspired, enjoyed it, just, you know, whatever. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, be a champion, do all of those things. I won't be showing parts of her, I won't be showing the parts where she receives them. I'm not going to be videoing for 21 days on all of those small moments, because most of the time I actually won't be there when she gets the gifts. I'll be working, so I'm a working man. Yeah, cool.